So Noah, the hero, has at the start of World War II, the government wanted you to put down your pets. They sent a little booklet. This booklet, look it up. It's called Air Raid Precautions for Animals, and they wanted you to put your animals to sleep. So as a result, in Britain, we put to sleep 750,000 animals in just 30 days. So this book is about Noah. And Noah, when this booklet is delivered, says, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to save as many pets as I can. So he loads onto his dad's rubbish old boat. He loads on dogs and cats and rabbits and guinea pigs, snakes, donkeys in sun hats, believe it or not. And his plan is to sail it down the river to safety, to save the animals. And there's only two problems with his plan. The destination, where he's heading for, he doesn't really know where it is. He just knows it's downriver. And secondly, the boat's never going to get him there because it's a rusty old bathtub. And by the end of the day, it overheats and actually catches fire. And he has to quickly sail it to the edge of the river, get all the animals off, which he manages. Until he realizes, as he stands there on the bank watching his dad's boat burn, that there is still one animal left on board. And that animal is a snake called Delilah in a sack. And the boat is burning around it. And Noah runs back on board. And this is what happens. At that moment, surrounded by fire and smoke and the remains of his dad's beloved boat, Noah wondered if his impetuousness had finally caught up with him. The power of the flames seemed to be shriveling his skin, and no matter which way he moved, it worsened. Delilah, he yelled, though she was hardly likely to call back. In fact, he only found her by accident, tripping over as he groped around instinctively. As his feet made contact with the Hessian, he felt the lump inside kick back. Was she trying to bite him? The next problem was how to get both the sack and himself off the boat. The flames were incessant now, so high and vicious that Noah had no idea which way the gangplank lay. As he tried to lift the sack, he realised the next of his problems. It was too heavy. He tried again and again, but whilst he might have raised it past his knees, simply couldn't get the leverage needed to hoist it onto his back. Once more, he thought, one more try. But as he strained, a new flame erupted from below deck, throwing Noah onto his front and onto the sack, causing Delilah to hiss through the Hessian. Noah screamed. He couldn't help it. How long did he have? It wouldn't be long till the boat blew up, seconds maybe. So if he was going to do this, it had to be now. So he pulled himself to his feet and planted them either side of the sack. He'd seen athletes do it on the cinema newsreel. Those Scottish hammer throwers, veins practically exploding from their necks as they cast a lump of iron further than was humanly possible. He could do this. He had to. So with every bit of strength he had, he gripped the sack and, ignoring the flames, he hauled it to shin level and he started to spin. It weren't easy. He was tired and dizzy and flustered, plus there was precious little space on deck that wasn't already alight. His lungs burned, as did his skin, but he didn't stop. He couldn't. He daren't. All he could do was build up every bit of momentum he had until, dervish-like, he spun so hard that his arms and the sack were now at a right angle to his body. He'd no idea if he had enough strength or momentum left in his body to do what he needed to do. He'd no idea if Delilah could possibly survive the shock either, but he couldn't think about that. He was simply giving the animal the best chance of survival he could. So this was it, the moment, do or die. So with one final spin and a cry that rumbled deep from the depths of him, Noah let go, and the sack and Delilah went flying.